Part 2 of the initiatives of the U.S. states of 2022 continues. The state constitutional conventions, Alaska and Missouri, are asking their people, do you want constitutional conventions? And the people of Maryland and Arkansas and Missouri are being asked, do you want to legalize marijuana? And the people of Illinois are being asked, do you want to unionize? Do you want to make the right to unionization a legal constitutional freedom? So that's some interesting stuff, some interesting things going down there. Fucking Missouri, they're just like, hey, you want to legalize weed? Fuck it, you want to just change the whole Constitution. Took Alaska, legalizing weed for 10 years before they's like, okay, let's just change the damn Constitution. Of course you should update your Constitution. Add 100 damn rights and freedoms. Think about an elections branch or a media branch or an information branch. We need universal internet is universal education. The initiatives for Montana requires all search warrants to it requires a search warrant to access electronic data. Montana has a right to privacy. For all those people that's trying to reverse Roe v. Wade, instead of doing all this, do you have a right to abortion? Ask if you have a right to privacy. Do you want a right to privacy? Illinois wants the right to unionize. Why not add the right to privacy? It's a natural law anyway, so technically speaking, I think it's enumerated. I think it's already protected law. Montana, another initiative. So, do you want a search warrant? You have to, they're asking the people, in order to access electronic data, do the authorities have to get a search warrant in order to do that? They're also asking the people, do you want medical care to go to babies who are born alive and for a felony to be put on for those who don't? This is interesting. Montana is fucking very smart. Montana already has a right to privacy. So their abortion, their so-called abortion initiative, what they're saying is when the baby is born alive, that's when the baby is born. And when the baby is born alive, you gotta save that baby's life. So in a way, it's kind of actually drawing the line. It's saying it's not alive at conception, it's alive at birth. Nebraska, their initiative, they're asking the people of Nebraska to allow local governments to be able to invest in airports. I guess airports just take the big city money or something and don't let the locals get in. So the locals are trying to get a piece of the airport in Wyoming. There's an initiative. This is what the people of Wyoming are worried about. Number one initiative. They're going to let local government buy stocks if the legislature, a supermajority, 2/3 of the legislature vote for them to do so. Also, number 2 initiative in Yakety Yak and Don't Come Back, Wyoming. Should we increase the judicial retirement age from 70 years of age to 75 years of age? Why are you increasing those poor judges? Those poor judges. Nope, you can't retire at 70. You got to retire at 75. Are they getting like incredible pensions or something? Well, they get $75 million pensions. Okay, then they never retire. Keep pushing them back up, and then what? Do you have a shortage of judges? What's going on in Wyoming? And why is Wyoming so out of touch? Nevada, they got several initiatives. The Equal Rights Amendment. Nevada's going to ask their people, do you think we should discriminate against people who are different based upon sex, race, creed, and the rest? Number 2, they're asking a $12 hour minimum wage to be increased by 2024, by July 2024. So that's a year and a half. Nevada's also asking their people to establish open top 5 primaries and ranked choice voting in the general election. Oh, Nevada. I might actually learn your goddamn name, motherfucker. If you get yourselves some ranked choice voting, Nevada, I like to hear that. I like to hear that a lot. That makes you like one of the best, one of the elites in America. Maine is like one of the perfect states because they got legal weed and ranked choice voting. And Nevada might join the ranks of one of the perfect states in the union. And look at all these initiatives. These are the Equal Rights Amendment, finally going to get that passed, right? They tried to do that in the 60s and 70s for America. Nevada said, fuck you, America. We're just going to pass it ourselves. And then they're raising, minimum wage to $12 an hour. This is super progressive. Nevada's kicking ass, taking names. I like what you're doing, Nevada. Keep up the good work, Nevada. New Hampshire. They're asking their people if they want a state constitutional convention too. God damn. New Hampshire, like, you know what? Let's just rewrite the rules. You know how revolutionary that is? If you change the leadership, you change the game, right? You change the leaders, you change the game. You change the rules to the game, you change the game. If you change the whole game, you change the game. So there's several ways you could change the game. And a state constitutional convention is a way to do it. Alaska, Missouri, and New Hampshire are asking their people, do you want to change? Do you want to write a brand spanking new state constitution? How fucking exciting. Almost, that's more exciting than ranked choice voting because you could establish all those rights and freedoms. The Bill of Rights would be so exciting. I almost want to drive to those states just to make sure I could be a part of writing the Bill of Rights. I got 100 Bill of Rights for you, Alaska, Missouri, New Hampshire. If you guys get the confidence to go ahead and do a state constitutional convention, I'm tickled pink that you even got it on your damn ballot. Meanwhile, Wyoming they're voting on yakety yak stuff. New Mexico. New Mexico has several bonds. There's $216 million bond for college, $19 million bond for libraries, and $25 million bond for senior citizen housing centers. There's also two initiatives. One that's going to authorize money from the state to be able to go for basic necessities such as water, food, internet, electricity, wastewater, etc. Also, another initiative in New Mexico where they're going to require an appointed judge to be up for an election within 1 year after their appointment. Colorado could actually follow suit. The judicial system seems to be corruptible because the elections are crap. The elections are crap. They get appointed, and then 70 to 80% of those retention elections, and it's just a retention election, so it's not even a versus election. It's just, do you approve of this person, yes or no? And, if they say no, I guess we have to reappoint something or something. I don't know. Most of the time people are like, I'd rather keep the devil judge that I know than throw the devil judge away and just go without a devil judge. No, sirree. I'm going to keep my devil judge. Thank you very much. 70 to 80%. So, yeah, and that's how those retention elections, I think, are corruptible because the governor appoints the judges, and then like 1 to 2 years later, maybe they get the retention election, maybe not. And then, yeah, so once they're appointed, they're basically judged for life unless they want a promotion. New York, they got a $3 billion climate change bond. North Dakota, they're thinking about legalizing marijuana. So there you go, North Dakota. Oh, shit. I see it in North Dakota. They're thinking about becoming a freedom state. Missouri, Arkansas, Maryland, and North Dakota are thinking about becoming freedom states. North Dakota, you think you're ready for freedom? If you're not prepared to die for freedom, then just put freedom out of your head. There's two initiatives in Ohio. One is a strict citizenship issue. Something about very strict citizenship. Ohio, why are y'all being such racist bastards? Y'all live in the middle of the fucking country. You're not by any goddamn borders whatsoever. Your bullshit citizenship fucking initiative, how embarrassing. No wonder you bastards killed Tecumseh. No wonder, it's clear you Columbus bastards killed Tecumseh. R.I.P. Tecumseh. Ohio's also asking, allow a judge to, they're like, allow the judge to consider public safety and a criminal record and the seriousness of the offense when considering a bail bond. So, bail bond reform, but to make it more strict, fucking shit. What is up with this right-wing shit? Look at this fucking, if you're not a marijuana freedom state, you're just an authoritarian, a fascist state becoming more and more authoritarian. Like, let's check out, like, Ohio, Oregon. Oregon's got some interesting things. Check out Oregon, guys. One of their initiatives in Oregon is to make healthcare a fundamental right, a fundamental constitutional right. Healthcare, a fundamental constitutional right? Holy fucking shit. It's almost like Oregon is saying life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is what Americans believe in. Number 2 initiative, they're going to try to ban that slavery language in the Constitution. Colorado started that, and that's just kind of common sense, frankly. You might have to pay your prisoners $1 a day. You can't make them slaves. You're going to use their labor, pay them $1 a day. Oregon has also got an initiative where they're asking their people, are you going to make sure that absentee representatives are banned for running for re-election? I think that's brilliant. Oregon, that's brilliant. If the rep doesn't go to vote, doesn't represent you, how the hell can they run for re-election? What percentage? You saying like an 80%? An 80% sort of voting, you know, they vote on at least 80% of all the... Number 4, Oregon has another initiative where they're going to ban 10-round magazines, and they're going to try to establish a permit to purchase firearm, a permit to purchase a firearm. So they're working on a process for a permit to purchase a firearm and to ban 10-round magazines, and that's part of the same initiative. So Oregon's got some interesting initiatives going on there. Healthcare is a human right, banning slavery, absentee representatives cannot run for re-election, and then the gun reform thing. South Carolina. No, South Dakota. South Dakota, they're asking, do you want to amend the Constitution to allow medical services, I guess federal, the 18 to 65 and 133% of the poverty line? I want to say this is what Obamacare had done. They expanded Medicaid to allow more people to, you know, get health care. And so finally South Dakota is doing this. South Dakota also is asking their people to legalize marijuana. Look at the Dakotas. Holy shit. That's going to increase their, you know, that's just, you got the freedom states and the slave states, right? So South Dakota, North Dakota, Maryland, Arkansas, and Missouri are all thinking about becoming free states. I think we got 20 free states now. My God, if those 5 become legal, then we got 25. Then we almost have the majority. Once we get 25 marijuana legalized states, we should just take over the rest of the country. Just take over those other states that your all's democracy sucks. You stupid motherfuckers. Marijuana is not goddamn fucking crack or heroin or meth. Marijuana is such a wimp of a drug. It's not even goddamn alcohol, you stupid motherfucking pieces of shit. Goddamn, what hypocrites. I bet you all those slave fucking, all those marijuana illegal states says that it's okay to drink alcohol. Like the hypocritical sons of bitches that they are. So South Dakota, North Dakota, Maryland, Arkansas, and Missouri all thinking about becoming freedom states. Hell yeah. Tennessee, they're going to go backwards too. Hey, you guys want to unionize? Is what Illinois is asking. Hey, you want to make unionization a right? Tennessee, they're going to say, you want to make breaking unions a right? Yeah, because that's probably the problem in Tennessee. Too many unions. I bet you everybody in Tennessee is joining a union left and right. Just too many goddamn worker shops, just union shops, everybody looking out for one another, trying to get a job for one another, just so much solidarity. I bet you that's the problem in Tennessee. Too much goddamn solidarity. So that's a crap initiative, a right to work initiative. Also, they're banning slavery language, which is impressive for Tennessee for obvious reasons, right? They founded the Ku Klux Klan. They killed Martin Luther King Jr., something with the atomic bomb too. Tennessee just Number 3, let's see, provide a line of secession for the governor. That's interesting. Allow religious ministers to run for state legislature. So shit. Tennessee, you're going backwards big time. It's actually fascinating that Tennessee had banned religious ministers from being part of their state legislatures. It just shows you how corrupt religious ministers were in the beginning of Tennessee's history. They're like, all right, we'll let everybody run for office except for the damn Baptist and Catholic and the damn Christians and the damn... None of you religious ministers. None of you guys can run for state legislature. So now they're allowing... They'll probably pass banning slavery. You know what would be interesting? If they don't pass that. No! I want slavery for those convicted of a crime. So you don't have any fucking morals, huh? Tennessee, you fucking killed Martin Luther King, you established the KKK, and you still want slavery, huh? Well, the right to work kind of suggests that too, doesn't it? Texas, they want to increase their homestead exemption for property taxes, I think, to the schools from $25,000 to $40,000. Vermont, they're thinking about banning the slavery language in their constitution too. They are asking their people, do they have a right to personal reproductive autonomy? Fucking Vermont. Ask the people if they got a right to privacy. It's too clunky. I hope that people will see, that for what it actually is. Personal reproductive autonomy. Why not just add a right to privacy? It's already a natural law. You're not it's clunky. Personal reproductive autonomy. What does that mean? We have a right to personal reproductive autonomy. West Virginia, they got an initiative where they're going to allow churches to incorporate. Because that's the problem. Those poor churches, they just can't make all the fucking money that they could possibly fucking make. If the damn churches, that's the problem in West Virginia. It's not the poverty or the lack of jobs or opportunity. It's not the police brutality or the... No, all the work and it's the churches. You can't turn the church into an LLC in West Virginia. Then how the hell is the church gonna just make buku, just endless, just dollars on top of dollars? A church needs to make their fucking money. Isn't that the point of a church? To make as much money as possible? Fuck. Let them incorporate. Corporation and a church, their bottom line, that's all they care about is their bottom line. The bottom line is that's all they care about is their bottom line. They're one and the same. West Virginia, you're like a yakety-yak Wyoming kind of. These damn judges, they think they're going to retire at 70. We're going to make the judges retire at 75. We're going to make the judges retire at 95. We'll never let the judges retire. Wyoming, why don't you just start a legal fund, get some more lawyers? You don't have enough students going to law school, or what's going on here? And then you want the local government to buy stocks? The mayor can't buy the stocks that he wants to buy. Let the mayor buy stocks. If the mayor can buy stocks, wing, bing, bang, boom. Fucking great economy. That's what it takes. Mayors, magistrates, judges, buying stocks and bonds, making a bunch of money off of Wall Street. That's what we, the people in Wyoming, want. That's what we, the people in Wyoming, want. Ugh. Wyoming needs less trust. Wyoming needs less trust.